Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, the Ivan Show, back at you guys again with another video. Yes, sir. I hope you guys are being safe out there. I hope you guys taking care of each other, quarantine, social distancing, wearing masks, sanitizer, the whole spill. As you can tell by the title below, today is building day. I'm going back to be Bob the Builder. You know, I already built the shelves for my game room. As you can see, I did a pretty good job. It looks nice. Little stylish or whatever. I want to add color to it, but who knows. But today is the day I'm going to start building the lovely table for my house because I'm tired of eating on my sofa with my I think it's called an ottoman, I think. Not an ottoman or whatever. You know, I don't know the name. I'll probably put the name down below or whatever. But, you know, I'm tired of eating on that, so it's time for me to build a table. But now I'm going to my mom's house because I'm going to need her truck to actually go pick up all the tools that I need. I'm bringing my tools to her house, get all the supplies that we need so we can get this thing rolling so when it's done. Anyway, so I'm going to my mom's house so I can go ahead and start so we can build it together because I know she said she wanted to build it with me. So the design of the table is going to be posted right here of kind of like what I'm thinking about with having like the flat table and like the legs kind of like, you know, as a cross and like putting like the chairs under it. I'm not doing the chairs today. I'm just only doing the top and like the frame of it so I can just have like the layout of how big I want it, how big it's supposed to be or whatever. And the chairs I'm gonna do later because I have to go buy cushions and, you know, stitch and do other things. But since I already have chairs, I'm not worried about the chairs, but the chairs will be there later. So let me get to my mom's house so me and my mom can already get ready and started because I think she has some stuff at her house, but not everything I need. So I'll be back when I fast forward you guys to the house. So I made it to my mom's house. I lied. I've been here for like a little minute. I went in there and say hello to him. So me and my mom was talking for a little bit, and I finally know how I'm gonna build this table. So what I'm gonna use some 1x6s, some 1x8s, depending on how I'm feeling at the time. Because so the table I'm building is gonna be a 4 foot by 4 foot table, and you know, like I showed you earlier, you know, I'm building the seats as well. So your boy's about to be handy dandy, nope, whatever. But so we were sitting down, and I was like, you know, there's multiple different options because the original thought was using plywood, but then I thought about it, plywood's too thin, so I'm gonna just use some 1x6s or like 1x8s. And I'm gonna just sand them down to like where it's smooth and there's no splinters, and do it on, you know, both sides of the wood so it's smooth so it don't almost get splintered. We get some wood fillers so it fills in the gap so the table looks like a full-fledged table and it's not all pieced together. Also, I know how I'm gonna do the legs, but let me go ahead and go to Home Depot, get what I need to get my brackets, get my screws in. Y'all see how the things turns out. Yeah. So guys, we're back. My little brother, he wanted to say hi to everybody on YouTube. Say hi, Papa.
What's up?
He's so nervous. So I just got back from Home Depot. I got all the stuff, the wood that's on the ground, the stain, the screws, the L brackets, and everything that I'm going to do to build the table. My mom is grateful enough to let me use the table that I gave her. Ooh, there we go. The table I gave her in the cardboard so I don't make a mess in the garage. So basically what I did is that I got 9 1x6 by 8s and cut them down. Hold on, Bubba. By 8 foot, I come down to 48 inches. So I'm making my table technically a 4x4. And those are the legs. Those are 1x12 by 6s, and I cut them down to 30 inches. So those are gonna be the legs. Like I said, I got my L brackets and everything. I got my stain. What's up, Bubba? Hold on, Bubba. And I got my stain for the wood. The longest thing that's gonna take on this.
This video sponsored by?
Nobody yet, Bubba. I'm working on that. But basically, right now, it's not gonna take long to build it. I'm kind of scared to build it because, you know, adjustments to numbers and tweaking everything is, you know, not fun. But overall, the thing that's gonna take the longest is standing. Right now it's kind of chilly. The next couple days is not supposed to be any hotter, so I'm praying to God that hopefully I won't have to stain this once.
Oh, and right now we are in Apopka, in Florida, and I have zero idea why are we doing this.
He doesn't understand because they eat at a table. I don't, so I'm building this table for me. And this is gonna be the most expensive table I ever had, ever had in my life. $170 for all this stuff, but you know, for future projects, it's gonna be a lot less because I'm already gonna have all the supplies. So watch me build this table, y'all. Skip to the building part. So I'm back. As y'all probably watched, I put relatively the table together, put the support, the 1x2 on the back so all the planks stay together. It's not that bad of a job. What I'm about to do now, I'm about to sand like the edges, make them a little bit smoother. What's up, Papa?
And he mostly had a hard time trying to put this together on it.
Not that hard, but
Yes, it was.
I think I did a pretty good job. It's sturdy, it's solid. It's not gonna bend anywhere. The wood, the 1x2 that I got cracked, like right here, but nothing major. So it's all sturdy and it's all stable. So now I'm about to go ahead and get my mom's sander, like hand paper, like sandpaper, and just sand it down to where it's like my smoothing to my liking. Then on to putting the legs on, as y'all probably saw me like in a little bit, like earlier. I was putting the legs on. I wanted to see if it was going to fit how I wanted it to, because at the same time I told you guys I am going to be building like chairs for it. So I just kind of want to get like an idea like how I'm going to space it, the the chairs in it. So we'll be back with a quick.
We'll be back in 2 seconds. So you better get some popcorn. Oh, and this video is sponsored by nothing. And it's sponsored by me.
Oh, so I got my first sponsor, my little brother. But like you said, we'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm about to sand it down. I'm not gonna record. probably tell, as you saw my mom looking back and forth on the table because she swore up and down that she didn't stain, like she didn't have to sand, but even on the instructions says you have to sand the wood. So now she's about to stain some scrap wood that we got from Home Depot earlier today. She's gonna stain it.
And he used to work there.
Yeah, I used to work at the Home Depot I went to today. But she's gonna stain it to see the difference between the sanded side and just like the regular side. So this kind of determines on what we're gonna do with, you know, staining the wood. So
You want to do this?
let's see. So a little change of plans tonight. So as you see, my mom is taking out the screws from the piece of wood that I had supporting the whole, to have the whole thing hold. It started to split, and you know, we was looking at it. We was like, you know, it's better to do it right. Then my mom has like extra wood laying around, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just use this 1x6 that she has. That she used. What did you use this for? This was for Bryson's
drive-by.
Yeah, so the wood that we have is from my little brother's drive-by birthday, because you know with COVID we can't have a party. So my mom's gonna get this cut, and we'll screw this back down, and it's already painted black, so we don't have to worry about staining this wood. So this will just go literally on the bottom. This is what's gonna hold all the slats together. But what we are gonna do tonight, we are gonna stain one side of everything just to see how everything turns out, because you gotta go all the way around. As you see, we got a whole workstation here, provided by the clerks, I should say. So this is kind of like the first layer of stain of the wood in the light, which isn't too bad. How do you think about the stain, Ma? How do you think the stain went on the first layer?
What do you say?
How do you think the stain looks on the first layer?
Good.
So this is just one layer and only dry for a couple hours. But you know,
So
if
this
you
is
want it
trash?
darker, yeah, or you can just keep it, you know, scrapbook, because that one's not split as bad.
Right.
It's just this one that's on the floor. So this is like the first stain. If we want to make it darker, we can. It's not gonna take long. Look at that. But yeah, so what we're about to do now is stain the legs and the one side of the underside of the table. Then probably Friday, or if my mom wants to get overzealous and do it without me, tomorrow she can stain the other side. If we really want to do it on Friday, we can see if we want more stain on one side, on the top side that's gonna be exposed. So watch us stain, because we are professional stainers. We are professional stainers. Well, let me say that. That one right there is a professional stainer. We have so much wood left over. So, or you know what? How about we just use that?
Could we?
Yeah. Oh, straight across. I just thought about it. Look at me. It literally fits. We can literally just use this.
Would that be okay if it's not connected?
Well, it's just the only thing it's supposed to do is just hold it down together. It's not supposed to be like flush together.
Right.
All it's doing is just holding the slats all together. So literally, found a solution. So now I'm about to get back to drilling into the new wood. as you probably saw, the embarrassing fell where we screwed it in, and as we picked it up, one whole piece stayed down. So we just made sure to screw everything in. Only got 1 bar of battery, so I don't know how long this is gonna last me. But I think now it's time to stain.
It is.
So now it's time to stain. If the camera dies, I'm so sorry, but I will have pictures of the stain in this video if it does die. But if it doesn't die, I love y'all. I appreciate the support. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of this video. Your boy The Average is still gonna be at the Clark's house, even on Friday. I might get an update tomorrow, or maybe somebody might get overzealous and do the other side. Do the other side for me. I don't know. Yeah. And
Bryson, maybe.
look, but if if the video dies, I'm sorry, but your boy The Average Mitchell will be back. I don't know. I might not be back, but your boy, watch the rest of the video. Love y'all. Your boy The Average is out.